the darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Well, hey everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel, Zero Dark 30, where it ain't so dark. The reason being, well, internet connectivity is not the greatest when you're out in the sticks, if you will. In any event, here we are. We're back, and Biden is done. I think it's over, folks. I think before the end of the week, and certainly on the weekend, they're going to make the announcement. Just yesterday, Biden stated, well, he's not going to leave the race unless he has a medical condition. Unless he has a medical condition. Well, lo and behold, guess what happened? Just a little while later. Not a month later, not a week later, less than a day later, I think. Biden says, I've got COVID. Oh, COVID. Oh, COVID. Oh, that's terrible, right? The media is covering it. The president has COVID, right? In a way, I think it's warming us up for, the next pandemic. Don't forget about COVID, everybody, right? The cold that is actually even less deadly than ever, unless, of course, you've gotten the Jim Jones juice. You go get the jibbity jabbity, and you're really pushing your luck. Anyways, let's take a look. Let's take a listen, right? What else did we get on this COVID stuff? Well, they staged a little thing where the Secret Service agent had to help assist Joe into the back seat of the presidential limousine because, COVID. And now, all of a sudden, Biden is talking glowingly about camel toes. Kamala Harris. That's right. All of a sudden, Kamala Harris she's good. She's great. She's brilliant. She's the one. So I'm expecting Joe to step down in the next couple of days. On the weekend, his COVID is going to be so bad. I think that they may have just said, look, no more medication. Medication done. Medication done. So his cognitive abilities will decline quickly if he's off of all of his super juice. They'll be able to put him in a wheelchair, roll him off. Now, if they allow him to die, pass away, he gets to be a hero. He gets to be Joe Biden, public servant for over 40 years, non-philanthropist, racist, liar, plagiarist Joe, the hero. And once again, I'm not going to pretend to be nice with these people. There's absolutely no reason to be nice with Democrats, any of them. They're not our friends. In fact, they've been an enemy to the Constitution from the day they swore an oath to protect it. Period. Well, yes, so Joe is on his way out. And Joy Reid. That's right, Joy Reid of MSNBC, who is culturally appropriated blonde hair, even though she is black. She's culturally appropriated my hair, which is white, even though she's black. So she comes on, and she is a Trump-bashing, Trump-hating, America-hating, Republican-hating racist herself. She compared Joe's COVID to Donald Trump's assassination attempt. That's right. She's trying to draw a parallel because Trump is looking like a hero because the bullet missed through the grace of God. Right? He turned his head and leaned forward a little, and the bullet went whizzing through his ear. But Joy Reid is comparing Biden with COVID to Trump almost getting his head cleaned off. Big difference, huh? Well, not to them. They see him as a hero, and they'll give him some sort of a hero's departure. And that leaves us with the question. It begs the question, is Kamala really going to be the replacement? And I'm going to say at this time, yes. I think they're going to roll with Kamala. Look, if she were to debate J.D. Vance, she would get wiped. Just wiped out. If she debates Trump, she's going to get buried 6 feet under in a debate manner of speaking, not a real bury, right? But she gets to be the president for a short period of time if Joe steps down because he's sick. He's developed a medical condition, and he's putting up a hero's fight in Walter Reed Memorial Hospital. Oh, wait, he's not there yet? Okay, well, hang on. We'll get the news to catch up with the predictions. In any event, we've got Kamala Harris. That means the Democrats have to pick a replacement vice presidential candidate. You know, there was the claim that George W. Bush, George W., was actually not running the White House, that Dick Cheney was, and that W was the puppet, not the brightest guy on the planet, right? His strategery was never quite right. Yeah, he did say strategery. In any event, if we put someone like, I don't know, Hillary Clinton in as VP, she could more successfully run the White House than Kamala could. Kamala is not beloved by the Secret Service. Kamala is not beloved by her own cabinet, vice presidential cabinet members, much less the White House staff. So she's not respected by anyone, in fact, because they know how she got there. And the fact that she is a diversity, equity, and inclusion candidate, no less, doesn't help her. People have had enough of that shit. But remember, saying that she is a diversity, equity, and inclusion candidate is racist. Everything's racist. But we get ourselves put in a position where we could have well, think about it. Kamala Harris president, Hillary Clinton vice president. Pun intended, that's a lot of baggage. 2 women on the ticket. That's too much. I don't even have to be a screaming Republican misogynist for that to be true, right? Never has there been 2 women on the ticket. And there's only been 2 women that have run. I take that back. I stand corrected. 3 women that have run for president, right? You've got, well, Geraldine Ferraro, vice president in the 80s, 1984 campaign. And then you had Hillary Clinton making a run at it a few times. And then Kamala Harris is VP and got, well, we all know we don't want to call that elected. We should call that cheated, which is something she's used to anyway. No surprise there. In any event, so can they have 2 women on the ticket? Is that viable? Is that believable? I don't know. So who could they put on the ticket under Kamala Harris? There's a thought that can run and be viable. Or are they going to go full scorched earth? Full scorched earth. I mean, Hakeem Jeffries out of the House of Representatives, slide him up. They don't have anyone in their roster with charm and charisma. They're like a football team with only 1 quarterback. And like the other quarterbacks that they would have as backups are, I haven't thrown the ball in 20 years, that sort of thing. I tell you, it's going to get dicey. It is. They're not going to like losing, even if they know they have to concede. They're not going to like it. So get ready for the troubles that we're going to have. Get ready for the troubles we're going to have. They've all but promised us. This idea of cooling it off has gone by the wayside. That didn't last more than a day. It was used basically to try and keep people from screaming and yelling, right? That the Democrats, the media, are responsible for the outrageous hyperbole and threats that were being hurled at Trump. So here we are. Joe is done. He's washed up. He's going to be washed out. Are you prepared for what they're going to do and say next? Chance favors the prepared mind. Is